Welcome to Collecting Chaos. My name is James, and in this video, I'm going to discuss something that has bothered me for a really, really long time, and it's gotten worse over the years. And it has to do with comic books. In particular, it has to do with the month and year of a comic, the numbering of comics, things like that. So we're going to get into it. And my solution to this thing that's been bothering me right after this. So what is it that's been bothering me all this time? Let's take a look at an old comic. This is Superman's Girlfriend, Lois Lane, number 10. July, number 10. And what's kind of neat about it is you could open it up to that first page and it would tell you that it was printed in 1959. Superman's Girlfriend, Lois Lane, number 10, July 1959 issue. Now, that's the date that it was supposed to be taken off the newsstand, which is, that's fine. This one's not in the best shape in the world, but it is what it is. At least I have a copy. Now, that doesn't bother me a whole lot. That's just the way it was. And it was easy for me to find the date. Let's go to the next one. This is a Gold Key comic, The Funky Phantom. Now, it took me a while, but eventually I learned how to read this code right here, the 403. And what that 403 means, let me bring it up so you can see it, is the third month, the fourth year. Since it's a 20-cent comic, I know that was done in 1974. So it was March of 1974. But I don't know what number it is because there's no number on the cover. And that's true with nearly all the Gold Key comics. But if I opened it up, I could see right here, Hanna-Barbera, The Funky Phantom, number 9, March 1974. So, yeah, this one's in not the best shape in the world either. But that's okay. It's an example. So I had to open the comic to find out what it is. But then once I put it in the bag and board, I'm lost again. Now, some people would simply take a Sharpie and go like this on the bag. And yeah, that works. It looks like crap, but it works. Let's go to Marvel. This is 1980s comic. It's a newsstand. X Factor number 104. It was published in July of some year. And if I look here, there's a copyright date of 1984. So this was published in 1984. And I can learn all that by looking at the cover, which is great. I like that a lot. If I want to verify it, there it is right there. X Factor Volume 1, number 104, July 1984. No, is that 84 or 94? That is 94. I misread it because it's so small, I have trouble reading it, but that's okay. The point is, the information is on the cover, so I could get it. JLA, number 38, from February 1999. The whole thing is right there on the cover. February 1999. Perfect. That's what I like. Now let's go to a couple of modern comics. I have two here. I have a Shiver Suspense Stories, which is the new EC comic. And I have Summer of Supergirl, special number 1. And it has the Supergirl cover, but if we look at the interior cover, it doesn't have all that stuff on it. No idea what month it came out. No idea what year it came out. Well, obviously we know because it just came out this past week. Shiver Suspense Stories, December. Is that December of last year, December of the year before? Let's see. Now on this one, if I open it up, here it is on the cover in print that I have trouble reading because it's so small. But it's December 2025, and the 2025 is a little bit larger than the rest of the letter. So this one's not too bad, but still it'd be nice if I knew that just by looking at the cover. This one, you open it up, No, DC Comics now puts their information on the last page. And I can't read it without a magnifying glass. And I wear glasses. But the print is so small that I need a magnifying glass. I mean, sometimes I can read it. I know the shape of the word, so I know it's August of 2026. But it's so small that I normally use a magnifying glass just to be sure. There's no excuse for that. Just put the date on the cover. That'll make it easier for everybody. Even if you put it on the back, that's fine. We don't care. And why do you have to have the indicia in the back anyway? What's up with that? And there's some comics that don't even have an indicia. You can't find it at all. And Marvel, you got to look halfway through a Marvel comic nowadays to find the indicia. Sometimes it's on that first page, sometimes it's on the second, sometimes it's on the third, sometimes it's on the 5th page. You never know where their indicia is going to be. I've seen it in the back too. So what am I going to do? What can I do about that? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you with this. I'm going to return this to its bag. I took it out of the Mylar that I had it in. I got a label maker. And we'll turn it on. Go down here. Backspace. Change that to a 3. Change this to 2025. 1-2. That's 2025 December. Now I have to go over here. One for number 1. And if I wanted to, I could go ahead and put a little a space between the 343, which is the number of comics that I put labels on so far. And I could put a condition, but I don't want to. Now let's go ahead and print that out. I'll cut it because the kind of labels I have needed to be cut. There's all the information right there. It's number 1, 2025 December and 202512. R, which means raw, because it's a raw copy, and it's number 343. Now, like I said, I could have put a space and a 9, 6, 9, 8, 10, whatever I wanted to put there, I could put there. But I don't need to. I'm not going to sell it, so why do I need to put something like that on there? Now, I have 3 different categories that I'm going to be using on this. Raw, conserved, and pressed. And that'll tell me what it is. So what I'll do is I'll take this, I'll peel the label off, the backing off, which is split, and that makes it nice. And then I'll just take this and put it right up here. Put my tape on it, and yeah, I use blue painter's tape. There you go. I know exactly what number it was, and it has a number 1 here. I know what number it was when it was printed, and what this number is irrelevant. It's not important at all, really, except that by the time I finish doing all of my comics, I'll know how many comic books I have. So that's how I've solved my problem, and this doesn't bother me. And I could have put it on the back, but when I put comics in my boxes, I generally have them like this. So it's easier to flip through and find what I want by looking at this. I could have put the name on there, but there's no reason to put the name on. Shiver Suspense Stories. Why do I need to put the name on? I really didn't need to put the number, but I'm doing that because I'm doing that on all of the comics. I want them to be uniform like that. So let's wander back over to the other computer. Now, I said the other computer, but in reality, it's the same computer. I just wanted to switch cameras. And it's easier for me to just stop the recording and then start recording again. So that's how I'm going to do all my comics now. As I add them into my collection, I'll be increasing that number. Yes, and I just started this on Monday. So I've already labeled 343 comics. I only have about, 27 or 28,000 to go. No big deal, right? I should have them done in 5 or 6 years. That's going to be it for this video. Just wanted to let you, just wanted to air out something that's bothering me and show you the solution that I have come up with to solve that. And like I said, R for raw, C is conserved, and P means I've pressed it. Actually, P means I've cleaned and pressed it. Because I don't put a comic in a press without cleaning it first. Sometimes the cleaning is just going over it lightly with a cotton round. Sometimes it's a little bit more involved, using erasers, and sometimes I use some liquids on it. That's the way it is. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. We'll see you tomorrow night. No, we're not. I keep forgetting this is Tuesday. We'll see you tonight on Coffee with Chaos, 8 p.m. Central. I'm willing to change that time if enough people want me to, but in the meantime, I'm just going to leave it there. Have yourself a great day, and we'll see you tonight. Take care, everybody. Bye.